All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another video. Today is June 7th, 2026, it is 9:02 a.m. I just came downstairs from getting a cup of coffee. Take a little sip. Yeah. And topic of discussion today is just gonna be a little subject that I just kind of know about. I've just kind of like seeing things on online and social media and Instagram and could be of interest to anybody that might want to know um, some things that I know. But the topic is that we are being lied to about our calendar. Um, Today, yeah, I just literally just told you the date. Um, to some extent, that is a lie. Our world is supposed to have 13 months in our year. And just for context, I have some info that I can show here that will kind of explain what I'm talking about. So our calendar has the 12 months. We all know that it's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Um, and then just for context, the 13-month calendar, which means that there would be an extra month. This is kind of example what that would look like. There is a middle month named Sol between June and July. Sol meaning sun, meaning the hottest month of the year, and we know that in between June and July is probably the hottest months of the year, sometimes even August, on our 12-month calendar. So so when I pull up a calculator, and we know that there is 365 days in the year. If I were to just do, um, let's say, if if we so let's do in the 13-month calendar, there's supposed to be 28 days, 28 days in each month. But in our 12-month calendar, we have like months that come up to like it's kind of a little bit hard to see. Let me make this bigger. Right there. Yeah. Okay. It's a little bit hard to see, but like we could see that February has 28 days and January has 31 and March has 31, April has 30, May has 31 again, and June has 30. Like it's always like fluctuating and changing, and it's not like always consistent because nobody really knows how many days are in each month. So if we were to pull up that calculator again, and if we were to just do um 20 28 times 13, we get 364 days. So that already makes up our year. So that means wouldn't it make more sense to have 13 months that all have an equal 28 days? And on the 13-month calendar, there is always one neutral day that does not correspond or relate to any of the other months. Each month has their 28 days. That means 7 days each week, and there's always 4 weeks. And then uh, one year, the one day out, down at the bottom right here, that would be the New Year's Day. That doesn't relate to any month. It would just be like one neutral day. Okay, and then for extra stuff that I have got going on here, also on the back of a turtle's back, there is 13 sections in the middle, meaning 13 months, and then there is 28 little slits. I'm sure we all know what a turtle's shell looks like. There is the 13 sections in the middle, and then there is 28 sections around the edge. Some people some people in culture use the turtle as a calendar, like turtle calendar. Yeah, like here's a not shopping. Back out of that images. Um some people like use the turtle as a calendar. I don't know which people do this, but yeah. Um, Next in what I know about this, why is it the year 2026? People always, I don't know what people's beliefs are and stuff, but I come from a Christian follower of Jesus value, and I think everybody knows that it's been 2026 years since the death of Jesus Christ. So when we are celebrating a new year, um, we're not only celebrating a new year, but we're also celebrating the death of Jesus Christ, like another year away from Jesus Christ, which is like um, kind of dark, a little bit dark there. Um, Again, going with the religion pattern here, seven deadly sins. With Jesus or God, he taught us about the seven deadly sins. Everybody falls under, at least, unless you're a perfect human, at least one of these sins. And those sins are pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, and wrath, and sloth. Um, and then what if I were to tell you that there is there's obviously more holidays in our calendar, but we have seven main holidays that represent each of these sins, and each holiday um, pushes people to sin on these days and stuff. All of us collectively, like ritualistically, all around the world, just collectively sinning to one of these. And you may ask, well, where's your evidence? Well, let me show you. And uh, so for the seven sins, for pride, um, let's do a little comparison here. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. This might be hard to see, but anyways, let's make this bigger. All right. For the seven deadly sins, we have pride. Pride is an excessive belief in one's own abilities, often leading to arrogance and contempt for others. Which holiday is this? This is Independence Day on July 4th. This is this is the celebration of independence, and this is like independence for America, just as like a celebration of the country of America. But this the name is celebration of independence. This is pride. Greed, the desire for material wealth or gain, ignoring the needs for others. This is Christmas. This is this is um this is December 25th. This is not this is because and why would you say that is because we all know that Christmas is supposed to be for the celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ, but I touch on this subject later on, but it's actually not the birth of Jesus Christ. But why is it greed? Is because everybody obsesses over the gifts, the gifts that the like under the tree that Christmas gives, um, rather than the actual like birth of Jesus Christ. Um, so that yeah, that's December 25th. Lust, this one's the most obvious one, an intense disordered craving for sexual pleasure. This is Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a ritualistic collective of everybody just fucking all on the one day. Or all fucking. Um, Envy, resentment or sadness directed at someone else's traits, status, or possessions. We all know that the Romans killed Jesus Christ, and this is Easter. This is Easter Day. This is the I get them mixed up. I don't know whether it was the death of Jesus Christ or the resurrection of Jesus Christ or rebirth or whatever. Anyways, it's Easter because the gods, not the gods, the Romans envied Jesus and they killed him. Gluttony. This one's also very obvious. Overindulgence and overconsumption of food, drink, or wealth of to the point of waste. This is Thanksgiving. Everybody sit around the table and overindulge in food. That's November. That's November. For I'm Canadian, so that's no. No. Yeah, I'm Canadian. There's no doubt that I'm Canadian. We do Thanksgiving on October 14th or 15th or something like that. Americans do it on November 31st. Wrath, uncontrolled feelings of anger, rage, and desire for revenge. This is Halloween. This is the desire to hurt, cause pain, and um, inject fear into other people. This is Halloween 31st. And then sloth, laziness, apathy, and failure to utilize one's gifts and talents. Sloth is St. Patrick's Day because everybody collectively and ritualistically goes to the bars, gets shit faced, and gets drunk, and then the next day they don't do anything. Like it's a ritualistic of everybody not doing anything. Um, so that's the seven deadly sins, and that's the relation to the seven holidays that we all know. Um, make this bigger and make this smaller. Um, Year of 26. How many moon cycles do we have? How many moon cycles we have is I believe it's 13. 13. How many moon cycles are there? It says 8 distinct ones. Um, complete lunar year typically features 12 full moon cycles. So, I don't even think that helps me. I thought it was 13, but I think I okay, okay, wipe that. It says 12, 12 or 13 or something like that. But anyways, 13 constellations. Some people um uh, may know that zodiacs go by every year. We have 12 zodiacs and a 12-month calendar, but it's wrong because the zodiacs are based on the constellations, and constellations and how many constellations there are? There's 13. And that means that means there needs to be 13th there needs to be 13 zodiacs, and there needs to be a 13th month. And everybody and some people don't know we're actually missing a zodiac. We all know that the zodiacs are Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and then Ophiuchus is our 13th. Well, our missing zodiac, and then it goes Sagittarius. Sagittarius for December. Ophiuchus is the serpent bearer. That's I don't know what month this lies in. Ophiuchus. I wonder if we can look into this right now. Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus. Um. Anyways, it's a serpent bearer. Ophiuchus. Oh, Ophiuchus zodiac dates. Between November 29th and December 17th. So that's the 13th zodiac. You look into that yourself, but that is the missing zodiac, Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer. Um, uh, Next point is, who is Nimrod? Nimrod is a character in the Bible who is famously known for either building or being the like ruler of the Tower of Babel, like the people that lived on Earth before the flood. Basically, I think that's how it goes. But anyways, Nimrod, you may know that as like a slur, like when you call somebody like a Nimrod, like that means like somebody that is an idiot or not a loser, but like someone that is like ill-knowledged. Anyways, Nimrod was a ruler in the Bible, and he was commonly known as a leader that um kind of drew people away from God, away from what God was teaching. And he was rejecting God. He was trying to lead people away from Him. And Nimrod, when you search up, I have a Wikipedia on Nimrod here. I wonder where it shows. Yeah, Nimrod became a symbol of defiance against God. And when we search up, let's just go to Google, not maps, bro. All right. When you search up Nimrod, Nimrod birthday, we get, what is the birthday of Nimrod? According to ancient Babylonian traditions and certain theological interpretations, Nimrod's birthday is celebrated on December 25th. So on December 25th, we think of Christmas, and that is actually the celebration of uh, celebration of Nimrod, the guy that defied against God. And then you may think, well, how do we celebrate Nimrod? Well, we all know is that we thought of it as the the birth of Jesus Christ, which is not true, and sometimes you might when you like kind of like look back, it's like when did the tree come into the houses, and when did the gift giving come into play? In these accounts, this date is linked to the winter solstice, from which traditions surrounding the evergreen tree and gift giving are said to originate. So to celebrate the birth, the birth of Nimrod, the guy that defied against God, we celebrate his birthday, December 25th, and we also put a tree in our houses and put gifts around it. Next subject. Uh, Next subject. Going on further about when Jesus was born. Um, we know we know the story of when Jesus was born in a staple in a field close to Bethlehem or in the area of Bethlehem, and we all know the story. Shepherds flock their sheep by night, like that's like a children's or a Christmas like song of some sorts, like a shepherds flock their herds by night kind of thing, like that sounds familiar or something. So I searched up when did shepherds flock watch their flocks by night. And it says obviously famously biblical account of shepherds keeping watch over their flocks near uh, occurred near Bethlehem on the night Jesus Christ was born. This and then when I dig a little deeper, it says late spring, early fall. We know that the birth of Jesus Christ was it's Nimrod's actually birthday, but December 25th. Many scholars suggest the birth likely occurred between June and October. This is because Middle Eastern shepherds traditionally kept their flocks out in the open agriculture fields from after Passover in the spring until the first autumn rains, usually in October or November. So we're getting accounts of spring and fall here, and to my belief that I know that Nimrod's birthday is the celebration on to celebrate Nimrod's birthday is on December 25th. Um, Therefore, I won't participate in setting up no tree. I won't be I'll celebrate it with my family and maybe give gifts to them, but I will not be putting any gifts under any tree. No setting up no tree. But since we have accounts of early spring, late spring, early fall, late fall of shepherds being out watching their flocks by night, by like that. But why? So if they're watching them in the spring and fall, what are they doing in the middle of the winter when all the grass is covered with snow? Why would they watch their flocks when it's the middle of winter? So it doesn't make sense. So to wrap this up, to my belief in calendar holidays, since we don't know the birth of Jesus Christ because now we have now figured out that it's that Nimrod's birthday is on December 25th. What is Jesus Christ's birthday? Well, it can't be October or November because there's nothing. celebrating that, and like there's no distinct holiday that kind of like celebrates that. And to that I say it is April 1st. April 1st is the actual um real calendar new year. So saying that January 1st isn't the start of the new year. The end of, let's just say for example, the end of 2025 was actually March 28th, and the new year was actually on April 1st, April Fool's Day. The day that's it's just like a mockery in your face saying that we fooled you, that April Fool's Day is actually the new year that you should be celebrating. That is, it's a mockery towards Jesus Christ that his birthday is actually April 1st because um yeah, because clearly we're obviously celebrating a guy that defied God and we want to celebrate God. So, and what more obvious day wouldn't it be to be April 1st, April Fool's Day? Um and the reason why I say March is the end of the month is because April 1st is the start of the new year, because that is the first day of spring, and that's when everything comes alive again. That is the birth of Jesus Christ. That is the birth of God. That is the birth of everything coming new, everything beginning again, everything coming away from death, which death is December, where cold goes across the entire world and kills everything. And April will be the start of the new the new year. So what a regular calendar actually is supposed to go is the first month is April, and then it goes May, June, Sol, July, August, September, October, November, December. And which why that makes sense. If you were losing me a little bit when I was talking about talking about why April is the first month, is because we know that in mathematics that September, which September is in our regular calendar is the ninth month. Sept in mathematics means 7, and October means 8. Oct meaning octopus, 8 tentacles, 8 sides. Nov means 9. A novagon, a novagon is 9 sides, and a decagon is 10. 10. December, December, whatever, is 10. But we know these as December being the 12th, November being the 11th, October being the 10th. So April, it goes April 1, May 2nd, June 3rd, Sol 4th, July 5th, August 6th, September 7th, October 8th, November 9th, December 10th, January 11th, February 12th, and March 13th. 13 months, and each month has 28 days, and then the one New Year's Day that doesn't belong to everything. It says like 29 here, year day, but oh my God, um, it is actually April 1st, April Fool's Day. So when you celebrate your new year, just remind yourself that it's April 1st, the actual birthday of Jesus Christ or God or whatever you want to call it. Okay, that's my wrap up for today. God bless everybody, and thanks for watching. Peace.